I was gonna say it, but I gotta let the legend do it. Go ahead, bro.
Excuse me?
Yo, what's up everyone? Treyman1 here, and welcome back to another Pokemon Journeys Anime review, guys. Today we are covering episode 73, Journeys is back, and what an episode to return on. Excuse me! Let's go ahead and get right into this, guys. Ash and Goh finally decided to go back to the Galar region after 20 long episodes, all because of one thing that the professor says. Seeing the Pokemon lined up to get their food, he's like, oh, that reminds me of Flinks. So you're telling me that they've never lined up before, or this just so happens to be when you want to mention it? I'm not too mad about this, but we seriously need to see more Dynamaxing, Ash training, getting ready for the World Championship, or at least going to go see Bia in the Galar region. But I do have my hopes, because at the end of this episode, Ash and Goh mentioned some very interesting things about wanting to see more of Galar's Pokemon, so I believe we may start seeing Galar a lot more. And while all of this is going on, there's a side plot going on as well with this Eiscue. Basically, it was in his homeland. A lot of people like to assume that this was the Crown Tundra. And at first, I thought it actually went to the Isle of Armor because we get to see it trip over a Galarian Slowpoke. I was like, oh my gosh, are we actually going to see the Isle of Armor? But nope, it just went to the mainland over there by, Marnie's gym, that one route where all the Flinks are normally at. But yeah, this was such a weird plot because I actually thought that Ash might have caught this Pokemon. I know originally I said I don't really see Ash catching any more Pokemon in the series. He has his full team of 6. But if he is going to catch one more Pokemon, I would want it to be a freaking Eiscue because I can't even lie. When Eiscue first got reviewed, I didn't really care for this thing. I was like, yeah, it's such a weird Pokemon. Then my bro Infamous came up with the good old meme,
Excuse me?
and I actually took a bit more of an interesting into Eiscue after that. And this episode made me fall in love with this Pokemon. So if Ash is going to catch another Pokemon in Journeys, please let it be this thing, because just the wild, goofy adventures we got to see it go on, man, it makes me want to see it join the team. Like, yeah, Dracovish is already kind of that comedic relief Pokemon, but who can say Ash can't have two? Ash and Goh end up seeing multiple Flinks in the region and get to kind of get a good study of them. And then there's this one group of Flinks that they get to meet that's a newly bonded team. Like, they just came together. And the leader cannot lead this team. This causes for them to have to get into a little fight with Ash, causing Ash to blast them all away with Thunderbolt. And this leaves Ash and Pikachu with the group of 5 and go with the leader. Now, this episode was titled, Pikachu the leader. So I'm sitting here thinking that this is going to be a Pikachu-focused episode where Pikachu leads the Flinks back to his leader. But no, this episode rarely had anything to do with Pikachu. Pikachu was just kind of comic relief in this episode. So the title is very, I wouldn't even say clickbaity, because, it was like, oh, great, another Pikachu episode. I was actually kind of not looking forward to this because Pikachu in the series has been, I don't know. He has his good moments in battle, but his personality has been a little weird. But I'm actually glad that this wasn't a Pikachu-focused episode. The episode mostly focused on Goh trying to teach the leader how to be, a leader. They were not in sync at all. So Goh calls out some Pokemon. I love this so much. Seeing that Goh is using some Pokemon. Like that Pokemon that we really wouldn't expect it. Obviously, we expect Raichu, Cinderace, and Grookey. But Pansear and Pampor, that's pretty cool. Also, I just love how Grookey's like the Pansage replacement. Obviously, this means they're saving Pansage for Silent when he returns. But still, seeing that Goh use this Pokemon and try and help out any way you can, I love this so much. Now, please, let's just get Ash to start using his Pokemon more. We haven't seen it a little bit. We've seen Gengar twice, Surfetch once. I'm just really hoping that we get to see the team actually do a lot more later down the line in the series. And I'm going to say, this was a very great bonding episode for Goh. Like, I really do love when Goh has these catches where he bonds with the Pokemon leading up to their capture. Obviously, early in this episode, he catches a Galarian Stunfisk, which is kind of like the generic, oh, I see a Pokemon, Monster Ball, go. But I did like the whole gag of them getting confused about a Pokeball. I thought that was really cool. We're probably not going to see the Stunfisk much. But seeing that they actually developed Flinks, I'm hoping that we get to see Goh use this Pokemon a bit more, like some of his other more used Pokemon, like the Raichu, Scizor. And speaking of Raichu is just so adorable. Like, oh man, Raichu is another Pokemon I never really cared for. Because they always make it a jerk. It's like, Pikachu's better. But Goh's Raichu, man. Goh's Raichu is making me love Raichu so much. Actually, not even just Goh's Raichu. I actually really enjoyed the Raichu from the Lieutenant Surge Pisces gym battle as well. So yeah, Journeys, good job at making Raichu a much more lovable Pokemon. And while this episode was great for Go, it wasn't really the best for Ash and Pikachu, I will admit. Well, Ash, makes sense. Go, it would have been best for him to stay still with these Pokemon so that Go could come back with the one leader instead of all these Flinks getting lost since they didn't have their own leader. But I kind of wish that Pikachu took a bit of charge here and kind of tried to teach the Flinks how to be a team instead of, running off being wild. Because, they just mentioned in the most recent episode where Pikachu was with Go. Go was like, oh, Pikachu is a leader. That's why he's taking his own path and things like that. Even though I don't think Pikachu would leave his companion like that. I really wish we got to see Pikachu be that leader here. Instead of just running away from these Pokemon. Like, get away from me. I wish Pikachu would have been like, all right, guys, I'm going to show you how to work as a team. Because think about it. Yeah, you have to have a good leader, but you have to have good teamwork as well. And as we saw, the Flinks weren't really working too well as a team. So I really wish that Pikachu actually did have a bit more focus like the episode title said and had him be a leader. But nope, it was just for comedy. And in the end, it was funny, I will admit. But it still wasn't the greatest for Pikachu. The Eiscue ends up coming to the group. We get to see throughout the whole episode and ends up fighting the Flinks. And this is what helps the Flinks grow their bond and finally be able to battle together. Now, I actually do hope that this Eiscue does appear again. Here's the thing with Journeys. Journeys introduces a lot of characters that, we'd be like, oh, that'd be cool to see them again. And they never appear again. Hodge was a beacon of hope, though. He did appear again. If this Eiscue is sort of like a Jigglypuff where we get to see it multiple times throughout the series, just doing goofy stuff. It's not even got to be antagonist. Because to be honest, Eiscue did nothing wrong, man. He was just living his life, trying to get home, and then just freaking Ash and Go, man. They just had to ruin his day. But if Eiscue does kind of recur throughout the series and possibly leads up to a capture, because I can't even lie, this Eiscue could battle. It was battling against the Flinks pretty good. So if Ash could possibly get this on his team later down the line, that would be an amazing capture for him. And man, Eiscue Me will live on. But the Eiscue does end up returning home, so I kind of do have my doubts that we'll ever see it again. And in the end, Go does catch the Flinks. A very great capture episode for Go. And in the end, they also mentioned, man, Galar has some really cool Pokemon. I would like to see more of Galar's Pokemon, meaning we may get more Galar-focused episodes later down the line. Yeah, the Diamond and Pearl remakes are coming out, and they are starting to focus more on Diamond and Pearl. But I hope they don't forget about Galar. We still have the World Championship at the end of the day. This episode's rating is an Eiscue Me out of 10. That being an 8 out of 10. I actually really enjoyed this episode quite a bit. It might also be because this is the first episode back from the hiatus, but this was a more enjoyable Pokemon Journeys episode. I gotta say, I loved it a lot. In the comment section down below, let me know what y'all thought of this episode. I'd love to hear. Next week, Best Girl comes back. Let's go. Thank you all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Trademan1. Peace out.